How's it going? I'm Corbin. I'm from Moose Mountain, Alberta. It's northeastern Alberta. Another place that's beside us called Kihiwan, Alberta. I actually now reside in Edmonton, Alberta, so I'm pretty well all over the place. I guess you call it Métis Boy Drifter. I now work at the Creating Hope Society as a youth support worker, and another thing that I do is promote my culture. I'm a Métis culture and heritage promoter. Métis, the Métis culture, from what I was taught, what the positive thing that I like about it is that it's kind of like a lot of people, they call it negative because we get called half-breeds or we're half-bloods. But I like to say we're the hybrids. We're like the best of both breeds. We get the European culture and then the native culture. So you get a European man come walking along and he meets a native woman. You know what happens then? So they created the people we like to call the Métis, which I am. I'm Métis. So it's basically the two bloods coming together as one. So if you want to take a look at my shirt, that's where the symbolism comes from. So you get the Aboriginal side and the European side coming together. So when you think about it that way, if the two keep blending together, it's always going to be infinite. It's never going to stop, never going to end. Another thing about Métis culture is I'm going to explain to you about the symbolism as well too, as I was explaining before about the infinity sign, is this thing right here. This goes back to the Hudson Bay Company, the Northwest Company. They used to use these to represent the companies, and then as time progressed on, people learned how to make these, and then the different colors, they used to represent families or tribes of the Métis people. So when you have like say your Aboriginals or Native Americans, they have say like the Mohawks, they got the Mohawk haircut or other things that you can identify tribes. This is how we identify each other, is the Métis sash. So you get the different colors that are all blended in. And if you know them, some people can actually distinguish what family you're from, or if you're from the Northwest Company or the Hudson Bay Company. So that's what they use this for. But also, this was a tool. They could use this to say pack a deer, or they could use it for a sling, for a broken arm. They could use it for sewing. They could take this all apart and use it for sewing. I don't know, for snagging a woman. Whatever they wanted to use this thing for. There was many uses for these things. So that's what they use for. But nowadays, usually they just use this just for regalia, just to show that you're Métis and that you're proud. So the men would wear it at their waist like this, and the woman would wear it across like this. But it's always on the left shoulder because this sash protects the heart of the woman. So it keeps them safe. So that's the Métis sash. Another thing as well too is what I have on is what we call a ribbon shirt. So the ribbon shirt is kind of like I guess it'd be your armor. It would keep you strong. It would bring you strength. It kind of keeps you close to the Creator. You wear your ribbon shirt, say in ceremonies, or I wear it for dancing. Stuff that really means it was important to you. Some people get married in the ribbon shirts as well too. So it's nice that the Métis culture is like that because it's it's so much mixture, so much ethnicity. So. Métis culture, it's very, very diverse. Lots of it is, there's lots of implementation of, like say, the Aboriginal culture. If you listen to the music that I'm going to be playing a little while, if you listen to your heartbeat, just like Aboriginal music, when you get your powwow drum, it's kind of like the fiddle music that I'm going to be playing for you. So why I say fiddle is where we get that from the European side, the French, the Scottish. The people that brought all this music over, and then they blended it with the Aboriginal culture, and we started our own music, our own dancing, and that's what I'm going to show you guys is I'm very proud of my culture is the dance. I actually don't play the fiddle. My father was Homer Patra. He was one of the great Métis fiddlers of all across Canada, and then my great-grandfather was Joe Dion. He was the first Métis Nation of Alberta president. So there's lots of stuff that I'm really, really proud of in the Métis culture, and I'm quite happy because I learned all of this stuff and it all got passed down, and you know, I'm pretty darn good at doing what I do. So. There are so many things to be proud of. We were here first. That's probably one of the most things that I'm very proud of, because it's kind of fun when you know, there's lots of people, they say they immigrated here and all their families, oh yeah, I'm Canadian and everything, and you know, and then it's funny to say, it says, you know, I'm Canadian too, but I'm older than you. Says, you know, because we're lots, like our native culture, there's lots of heritage, there's lots of stories, there's lots of background, there's history, there's, you know, there's just the fire that's just burning inside of every Aboriginal person that's there waiting to be explored. That's why I work with youth, because, you know, it's something I like to try influence the youth to try bring out that culture. Some of them, they lost it, they don't have it no more. So that's what I'm proud of. It's just that we have so much culture, so much heritage, so much background. Okay, so as I was saying before, Métis culture is full of lots of dance, lots of basically like Aboriginal people. We're full of laughter, full of humor. We like to, you know, joke around, have fun, dance, just have a good time. Just like every, you know, European person out there. So in the past, in history, these dances were brought all the way across. So if you guys, the Scottish people that may watch this film, this dance is actually a Scottish dance. They used to call this dance the sword dance. So us Métis people, because we're very diverse and we're mixed blood, we took this dance and we, I guess we kind of customized this dance. They used to do this dance with two swords, just crossed like this, and bare feet. So Métis people, I'm not too sure if we're smarter than you Scottish people, but now we use sashes and we use shoes, so it's a little safer and it's a little easier to demonstrate these dances. So I'm gonna play the music, and the music, like you heard, like I was explaining, is it's called fiddle music, or violin for the more classical people out there. So the fiddle music comes from the Scottish and the French background, and all of this stuff was kind of blended into the Canadian culture, into like the Red River area, like Louis Riel, if you guys know these names. And then they took this fiddle music and they started making these cool little tunes. And this tune that I'm going to play for you is a tune that is played by my dad. He's up in heaven now, but it's called the Red River Jig. So I'm going to play the music, I'm going to show you a quick dance, and I'm going to show you why I'm proud to be Métis. All right. Okay, so that was one of the dances, the sash dance, or the belt dance, or the sword dance for the Scottish people. So I'm going to play the same music again, and this one is the Métis national anthem. It's actually called the Red River Jig. So I'm going to do two changes for you guys, and then I think that's about it about being Métis that I know.